Why, hi there. I'm Miss Barbara from the Huntington Beach Library, and today we're going to be reading I'm the Biggest Thing in the Ocean by Kevin Sperry and making. What is this? Why, it is a giant whale, and inside that whale we have a dancing squid. For today's craft, we will be needing 3 paper plates. But before we start, let's read I'm the Biggest Thing in the Ocean. All right. All about a giant squid.
Guess what? I'm the biggest thing in the ocean.
And that squid does look mighty big. He's taking up the entire page of the book. How big is this squid?
I'm bigger than these shrimp.
And he certainly is. Look how big he is. What else is the squid bigger than?
I'm bigger than these clams.
And yes, he is. Look how big that squid is.
I'm the biggest thing in the ocean. I'm bigger than this crab.
Yes, he is. He's bigger than the crab. He's really, really big.
I'm the biggest thing in the ocean. I'm bigger than this jellyfish.
And yes, he is. He's bigger than the jellyfish.
I'm the biggest thing in the ocean. I'm bigger than these sea turtles.
Yes, he is. Look how big he is. He is a giant squid.
I am the biggest thing in the ocean. I'm even bigger than this octopus.
And he is. He is bigger than the octopus. He is a giant squid.
I am so big. I'm bigger than this shark. Shh.
Yeah, even the squid is a little afraid of the shark.
I'm the biggest thing in the ocean. I'm bigger than this fish. And I'm bigger than...
What else is he bigger than?
I'm bigger than this fish, and this fish, and this fish, and this fish, and this fish.
He is mighty big.
I'm the biggest thing in the ocean. That's right. I am the biggest thing in the ocean.
So, do you think he's the biggest thing in the ocean? Well, uh-oh. Oh my goodness, I think there's a great big giant whale. And that great big giant whale is bigger than the giant squid. Giant squid better watch out. Uh-oh. What happens? He's been eaten by the giant whale. Oh no. Poor giant squid. Does he look very happy? No. He's inside a whale. With all the other things the whale has swallowed. And he's looking around, and it looks like he has just realized something. And what do you think he's realized?
Guess what? I'm the biggest thing in the whale.
And he was. So he's the biggest thing in the whale, and that's why he's happy. And that's the very silly story. I'm the biggest thing in the ocean, and look, he's even bigger than the barcode in the back of the book. So now you know why we are going to be making a dancing, smiling squid inside of a great big whale. Because he's happy, because he is the biggest thing inside of the whale. So let's see how we're going to be making this craft. Now, as I said, you need 3 paper plates. The first paper plate, this is going to be the inside of the whale. Now, if you would prefer not to have your squid dance around inside the whale and you rather just glue him, you do not have to make a slit inside your plate. But if you do want to make your squid dance around, I'm going to show you how to make the slit. The easiest way to make a slit so you can make your squid dance is to fold your paper plate, but not so it has a big crease in it. This just makes it a little bit easier to cut. We're going to be taking our scissors right here, and we're going to cut just a little tiny slit. And this is so we can get our scissors inside. So now that we've made our little slit right there, we're going to stick our scissors inside, and we're going to cut along the fold all the way across the middle of the plate. So this is so you can have your squid dance back and forth inside the slit. Now we've done this, you can color this red, draw a little fish in there if you want to, and a little octopus in there if you want to, and then set this part aside. Now I'm going to show you how to make the squid. Now with our second paper plate, we're going to do the same thing that we did with our first paper plate. We're going to make not a big fold, just a little fold, because we just want to cut out the middle. The middle part is going to become the squid and the legs. So we cut a little slit in there. And this is so we can get our scissors in there. Okay, so we cut a little slit. Now we can get our scissors in there, and we're going to cut out the middle of the paper plate. Cutting out the middle of the plate. And the outside of the plate, this becomes the outside of the whale's mouth. So you'll be taking this part and you'll be stapling it to this. So this is the inside of the mouth. This is the outside of the whale. So there we go. This is now your squid. You're going to take this now and you're going to fold it in half. Folding it in half, we're going to cut across the crease. This part has become your squid. I'm going to round off the edges a little bit. You have your squid. So we can set that aside. Now we're going to take this part right here. This is going to become the legs. We're going to fold this in half. And now we're going to cut strips. And by folding it in half, when I cut one, I'm really cutting two. So how many legs does an octopus and a squid have? 8. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then with your little strips that you've just cut out, you're going to take it, cut on the fold, and now you've made your legs. You'll be taking your legs and you'll be taping or gluing them to the back of your squid. Now I do have an extra piece of plate. I might cut this into a strip. Now if you do not have a straw or a craft stick to put on the back of your squid, you can use this extra piece of plate because you need the extra piece of plate to make your squid dance around. Let me show you what I did with him. See, I've taped the legs on there, and then I taped this big piece of plate so he can dance around when I hold him. But if you have a straw or a craft stick, you can do that as well. And he can move back and forth, or pipe cleaner. Or if you don't have any of those things, an extra piece of plate will work to make your squid dance. So that's how you make your squid. All right, now comes the third plate, and this is how we're going to be making our tails, our fins, and our eyes. Now I'm going to wing out cutting the shape of the tail. You could draw it out, but I'm just going to try to wing it. All right, we know a whale's tail starts out big. They're big, and then they get kind of skinny, and then I'm going to have it go back out again. Guess what? This part of the plate has become one of the fins for the whale. I'm going to do this with the other side. I'm going to start out big, go in, come back out again, and this becomes the other fin, because whales have 2 fins. And now we have a part, this is the tail. Doesn't look much like a tail, does it? We're going to cut this part in half. Now we do need to leave a little bit of the tail so we can staple it to the back of the whale. And we want it to look more like a whale tail, so we're going to be cutting in a little triangle on the top, like this. Just kind of shape it. Go in and out like a whale tail. And now you've got your whale tail. And you can shape it a little more if you want to. But this is your whale tail. Now with our extra piece of plate, we're going to fold this in half. And we're going to make 2 giant circles. You know, by folding it in half, you're doing 2 by just cutting 1. I'll show you what I mean. Now, if you have googly eyes, or if you have pom-poms or buttons you'd rather use instead, you can do that. Or you can just cut out 2 giant paper plate eyes like this that you can use for your whale. So you can staple your whale tail to the back of your plate like this. And I recommend taping your fins on the back of your plate if you want. You can staple it. Your finished product looks like this. And now let me get my little octopus squid. My squid, and put it in here. He's now inside the whale. And he's happy because he is the biggest thing in the whale. I use the staples when I staple the eyes on there for the pupils of the eyes, but you don't have to. As I said, if you want to use googly eyes, you can do that. If you want to staple the fins on, you can, or you can tape them. I ended up stapling the tail on there so you could even hang it if you wanted to. And that is your giant squid inside of a whale. Until next time, this is Miss Barbara signing off. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe.